Installing QuickFigures into ImageJ on your computer is actually very easy. Assuming that you already have ImageJ on your computer, you go to the ImageJ folder and you go into the plugins folder. Now, this is a fresh install of ImageJ, so there aren't many plugins in here right now. Now, if you see on my desktop, I have the file for QuickFigures that I'm going to throw into the plugins folder. You can start ImageJ. At this point, it looks just like a normal ImageJ, except there's a menu called QuickFigures right up here, and any of these options will make a toolbar appear. And the very first time that you hit one of those options, it will ask you whether you want to open the QuickFigures toolbars whenever ImageJ starts automatically. So yes, I want them open every time I start ImageJ. Yes. Now toolbars appear, and going to Object Tools will make the final and most important toolbar appear. Now if I exit ImageJ now and then restart it, all of these toolbars appear together with ImageJ, and this will happen every time you start ImageJ, assuming you don't delete the commands in the startup macros file. In order to make full use of my QuickFigures package, you'll need to download a few key additional softwares that are extremely helpful and also open source and free. Now you will want to be able to open up your microscopy files in ImageJ with all of the data on the channels and the magnification present in those files. In order to do that, you'll need the LoCTools plugin, which you can download from openmicroscopy.org. You hit that download button, and you'll be downloading LoCTools.jar. Now, once you have LoCTools.jar somewhere, you're going to need to find the plugins folder for your ImageJ. Go inside there and move LoCTools inside. Once you've done that, you can open up ImageJ. And now you should be able to open this .zvi file from a Zeiss microscope in ImageJ just by dragging it over here. And indeed you can. Now with QuickFigures, I'll make a figure out of it. However, there's an important limitation right now in that if I want to export this as a .svg file, it's going to give me an error message. It's not going to successfully export because I have not installed Apache Batik. Now, Apache Batik is just as easy to install as LoCTools. You go to the website by searching this, find the download link, and I'm going to download 1.12. Any of these should work. Now once Apache Batik is downloaded, you go back to the plugins folder, and then you move Apache Batik into the plugins folder of ImageJ, like so. Then you go back into the ImageJ folder and you start up ImageJ. For this example, I'm going to open up the same .zvi file as before. And I'm going to export it as an SVG file. File 6. It's going to take a little bit of time for this to happen, but just a few extra seconds, nothing serious. It's opening the file now. One more moment, and voila, it's created an SVG file that I can open in other softwares, and I just opened it in Inkscape. And these .svg files can be opened in Adobe Illustrator and Firefox as well. However, sometimes you just want to export it as a PowerPoint file, and for that you're going to need Apache POI downloaded. That is also as easy as Batik, or well, almost as easy. Apache POI is the site you go to. Downloads. However, in this case, the latest version of Apache POI doesn't work for it, so we're going to go to downloading an old release. And I know for a fact that 3.12 Apache POI does work with this piece of software. So I'll be downloading that. I already have Apache POI 3.12 downloaded on my plugins folder, and I move Apache POI into the plugins folder. In the case of Apache POI, just doing this isn't enough to get it to work. For some reason, some of the essential files are in subfolders, and we'll be moving them into the POI 3.12 folder. For some reason, ImageJ was not recognizing all these files when they were in subfolders. Now we restart ImageJ, like so, opening up the same file as we did before. And this time when I go to File and Export, it's going to give me an option of Create PowerPoint Slide, which I'll take. Example 30 will be the file name, and it will create a .ppt file. And this file contains every object that was in our figure,